Hello, you're watching VNa's broadcast daily from Hanoi. I'm Ngọc Hà and our latest highlights for this hour.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Thanh Dũng attends conference on improving poor families' preparedness against floods. More than 500 Vietnamese and 120 French businesses join Vietnam-France Business Forum in Ho Chi Minh City. Painting exhibition commemorates heroic martyrs fallen for national independence and freedom.
On April 8th, Prime Minister Nguyễn Thanh Dũng attended a conference in Phú Yên province to review the implementation of a program to help poor families in northern, central and central coastal regions improve their preparedness against floods.
Dũng agreed with the Construction Ministry's proposals to expand the flood shelter pilot model across these regions. The program targets 700 poor households in 14 flood-prone communes in Thanh Hóa, Nghệ An, Hà Tĩnh, Quang Binh, Quang Nam, Quang Ngai and Phú Yên provinces. Of them, 697 households have built steel-reinforced concrete flood shelters, each worth 30 to 60 million VND. The northern, central and central coastal regions cover a total area of 95,792 square kilometers, encompassing 14 cities and provinces and a population of over 19 million people, of which 60,000 households are classified as poor. Statistics show that over the past 5 years, natural disasters killed more than 1,500 people and destroyed over 500,000 homes. During the conference, Dũng praised the locality's proactive participation in the program. He said he hopes the model will be replicated successfully, helping vulnerable areas during flood seasons. The Construction Ministry suggested localities not involved in the program study the pilot provinces to ready themselves for when the model reaches them. On April the 7th, Dũng worked with Phú Yên leaders. The session focused on Phú Yên socio-economic tasks and its proposals to ensure steady and sustainable development. He suggested Phú Yên makes full use of its agriculture, aquaculture and tourism potential for sustainable development. The province should focus on the implementation of its socio-economic development tasks for this year, especially removing obstacles for businesses and attracting all resources and investment, he said. This year, Phú Yên expects to achieve a GDP growth of 12.5%, create 23,500 new jobs and reduce the poverty rate by 2.2%.
The Vietnam-France Business Forum opened in Ho Chi Minh City on April 8th. The event attracted more than 500 Vietnamese businesses and 120 French companies, the highest number over the past 5 years. Our reporters have more.
The forum aims to create favorable conditions to develop partnerships between the two countries' businesses. During the two-day event, companies will introduce their strengths and discuss how to develop business activities. The French businesses have an opportunity to receive consultation from more than 20 specialists in Vietnamese banking, taxation, human resources and intellectual property. Over the past 3 years, the Vietnam-France trade ties have developed steadily, with Vietnam's export to France increasing over 30% per annum. Last year, two-way trade between the two countries reached $3.75 billion. Within the forum's framework, seminars on Vietnam's business environment, consumers and development demands will be held to provide French partners with more useful information.
The commodity market has returned to its normal status after the Lunar New Year festival and festive season, the Ministry of Industry and Trade has reported.
The ministry said both price and consumption of food and household commodities have fallen sharply, while demand for raw materials has recovered. Total value of retail and services in March reached more than 211 trillion VND, a 0.64% decrease over the previous month, pushing the first quarter's total value to over 636 trillion US dollars, up 11.66% compared to the same period last year. According to the ministry's Domestic Market Department, the domestic economy will continue to face challenges, including slow consumption. At the same time, production will also see difficulties. It also forecasts that demand for goods and services will surge in the coming Liberation and Labor Day holidays, which fall on April the 30th and May the 1st. However, due to stable prices of food and consumer goods, plus a steady exchange rate, the commodity market will experience fewer fluctuations, the department added.
Hanoi received 5.12 million tourists, including 615,000 foreigners in the first quarter of this year, representing a year-on-year increase of 17%.
According to the Municipal Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, in the second quarter, Hanoi Tourism Center will increase the promotion of its image and improve the quality of tourism products, especially tours of traditional craft villages. It will also create new products linking tourist sites and heritages. The Seder will join organizing the Vietnam International Travel Mart this month and the Festival of Trade Villages in the Red River Delta in October this year. Last year, the capital city greeted 14.4 million visitors, including 2.1 million foreigners and 12.3 domestic tourists.
A painting exhibition opened at Trường Sơn National Martyrs Cemetery in the central province of Quảng Trị on April 7th. The event aimed to commemorate heroic martyrs fallen for national independence and freedom.
Nearly 100 paintings by 50 artists from across the country are on display, depicting the portrait of soldiers in the war with their love towards the homeland and aspiration for living and combating. The first-ever national-scale exhibition offers an opportunity for artists and young people to pay tribute to heroic martyrs who laid down their lives for national liberation. After the event, most of the paintings will be burnt as gifts to the martyrs, while others will be presented to Cemeteries Managing Board and Quảng Trị Province's Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism for another exhibition on the National Reunification Day on April 30th. The Trường Sơn National Martyrs Cemetery is the resting place of 10,263 martyrs from all corners of the country.
As many as 100 photos featuring the land and people of Quảng Ngãi Province, Lý Sơn Island District, home of the Hoàng Sa Flotilla more than 300 years ago, are on display at an exhibition in Ho Chi Minh City.
100 photos depict the landscapes, historical and cultural sites, and the daily life of people on Lý Sơn Island District and coastal areas in Quảng Ngãi Province. The exhibition also introduces traditional craft villages and the renovation and development of the land, which was torn by the war in the past and is now usually affected by natural disasters. The Hoàng Sa Flotilla was set up when the Nguyễn Locks began their range in the south of the country. Troops were sent to Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa archipelagos throughout the past 3 centuries, since the time of the Nguyễn Locks and through the Tây Sơn and Nguyễn dynasties. The flotilla was then assigned to control Trường Sa.
The final round of the Vietnam Folk Song Festival for the Northern Mountainous region has been held in Thái Nguyên Province. 12 art troops attended the event.
Singers from 12 provinces offered a feast of 14 special performances of folk singing and dancing, featuring unique lyrics and tunes that reflect the distinctive cultural values of ethnic people in the northern mountainous area. The festival not only creates a playing ground for those who love folk songs, but also promotes the traditional characteristics of ethnic group art forms. The most outstanding pieces will be performed at the National Folk Song Festival Finals in May. The event was organized by Vietnam Television in coordination with the provincial authorities.
The Folk Song Festival has wrapped up our news program today. I'm Ngọc Hải and the rest of the team. We thank you always for being with us and goodbye.